Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, your role in Solo. Chike is out today. First of all,
Yeah.
how's DC? How's the weather?
We had some rain today. I feel like we got your rain from the other day.
Yeah,
So, but DC's good. It's still hot. So
yeah,
I wish it would cool down a little bit, but I know we just finished up with summer, so
right,
can't
right,
wait.
right. All right. Well, go ahead and take it away with movie reviews. You see anything good?
I saw something. I don't know if I'd call it good just yet. It wasn't bad, but what I saw was the Disney remake of Pinocchio. And
I saw that
I
out there.
yeah, and I don't know. I'll be honest. I remember bits and pieces of Pinocchio as a kid. I don't think I actually know the movie. I don't know the story. It just wasn't in like our, I guess, growing up library of movies to watch from Disney. But this is pretty much a remake of the 1940 animated feature, and it stars Tom Hanks as Geppetto. And Geppetto is a broken man who's lost his wife and his kid, and on his kid's birthday, that would have been, he makes a wooden puppet, and he sees a wishing star. And of course, everyone knows "When You Wish Upon a Star," the famous song from the original Pinocchio. And he wishes, and this star brings about the blue fairy who brings Pinocchio to life. And from there, Pinocchio's going on all of his adventures, and he tries to go to school. He meets the sly fox and the cat that talk him into joining this puppet show. He goes to Pleasure Island by getting captured with a bunch of other kids. And, of course, there's the giant whale that swallows both him and Geppetto in the end, and they have to escape. And it's not a spoiler alert because the movie's been around for almost 100 years. But it was a fun watch. It is a kids movie. There's no new ground being broken here. It was and just the way with the theaters right now, I was trying to find something new for streaming, and this was pretty much the only new thing that was on the top of my list that came out. But it is free on Disney Plus, and yeah, again, you're not getting much from it. If it's a fun movie, it's not bad. Tom Hanks does a great job. The CGI looks good, but you're not getting anything new or unique in that sense. But again, if you're a fan of Pinocchio, you'll probably enjoy this. There is another Pinocchio movie coming out later this year by Guillermo del Toro, which is going to be kind of more of a darker twist on the Pinocchio story.
Making a comeback.
Yeah. And there's a trend in this, and some articles have come out of like the trend of two movies of the same topic coming out so close to each other in a year, like Deep Impact and Armageddon, and there's a few other stories like that. So I'm not sure what's going on, or if there's marketing departments involved, or Hollywood's doing something, but yeah, it'll be an interesting trend.
Yeah.
Um, so nothing great to recommend, but again, it's free on Disney Plus, so check it out if you want, or if you have some kids that just want to watch kind of the story. The good thing I did finish up is Better Call Saul, and I don't know, Steven, if you ever got into this story from kind of the Breaking Bad world, but it's good. It's a law drama, and things got really interesting this season, and yeah, it was a good ending. Breaking Bad is considered one of the best shows. Better Call Saul is up there on the list too, and it really shows with the performances. So, for anyone who hasn't seen it, definitely check out the whole series. There's 6 seasons. It'll fill up your whole few weeks, and if you like those kind of dramas, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah. Now I know it's very popular, well, I watched two movies on Netflix. I did watch the Elvis movie, by the way, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, obviously a lot of stuff is exaggerated, but the music, just the way they shot it, I mean,
Yeah.
again, it's entertaining, and it really makes you I was like, oh man, I want to know what other songs Elvis came out with.
Yeah. Well, I saw two movies on Netflix. One's called End of the Road, and it stars Queen Latifah and Ludacris, and also T.I.'s daughter, his oldest daughter. She's in there as well. And it's about a family so Queen Latifah and Ludacris are brother and sister, and then the T.I.'s daughter is her daughter, and there's a little boy that plays her son. And so apparently her husband dies of cancer. We don't see that. And so she's struggling financially because she went so much debt for his care. And so they're having to move to Houston, from California to Houston, to start a new life with her mom. They're moving back from mom because of her financial situation. And so when you see this robbery take place or whatever, and someone gets killed, and but on their pursuit from California to Houston, they stop at a motel and they hear someone get shot in the beside them, the room beside them. She's a nurse, and so she goes to her and her brother go to see what's going on. Her brother notices this big bag of money, and so he just sees it and he helps her out, helping the guy, but he dies. And then they go to a different scene where they're leaving.
Yeah.
Get a call from the sheriff, wanting the statement. They said, we already gave the statement. We've given everything we have, whatever. And he said, well, I really like to talk to you. Then they get another call from this, it was like a voice, but it was like, distorted voice, asking for the money. And Queen Latifah said, we don't have any money. What money? If you don't give us the money, this is going to happen to you. Ludacris ended up taking the money. And she said, no, we have to give that money back. So she does her best to get the money back. She tells them where it is. She took to another hotel, just the room, whatever. Because they end up kidnapping her son at some fair or whatever. And it kind of goes from there, but there are a lot of surprises.
Okay.
He owns the money and this drug cartel, whatever. But I thought it was a good movie. I put it on Facebook. A lot of people didn't think it was a good movie. They thought it was okay. I thought it was a good movie. Yeah, it was unexpected to me.
That's your trend, Steven. You like movies, I think, no matter what, even if they're bad. So that's a good thing, though.
I put really good movie and tagged it. Someone said it was okay. Someone said really good is definitely overselling it. It was all right. Okay.
Yeah, you walked into that.
I didn't even comment. I was gonna say something, whatever. I liked it. Anyway, so the second movie I saw was one that everyone's been talking about. It's called Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul.
Yeah.
It features Sterling K. Brown and Regina Hall. And it's about, especially, so there's so many different what's the word? Stereotypes of the Black church, right? Both of them do a great job with their roles. So Sterling K. Brown is the pastor, Regina is his first lady. To me, the main character is about the first lady. But the pastor, he's this flashy pastor, dresses great, and they do a lot for the community when it's first starting off. They've paid all these debts off for the town, and it's shot here in Atlanta. I'm guessing Tyler Perry Studios, but they do all this stuff, and then he gets hit with a scandal, and they don't really tell you. It's a scandal. It's something sexual assault related. But they don't really tell you that initially. But at some point, he's preaching in this pool point, because they keep showing clips of him preaching at the height of his career, and he's preaching about homosexuality, how wrong it is. God made man and woman. Comes out, he was accused of grooming young men and having sexual affairs with them. And so they're in the movie, they're trying to rebuild their church. They bought back this big church, they're trying to rebuild it, but there's a competing church, people who they mentored, and they have their new church, and a lot of his congregation have gone there. So it's just a lot of different things, but it shows you. And I saw Regina in an interview talking about the strength of the first lady. Like, the first lady is the one who really, and she says in the movie, yes, the pastor is the face of the church, but the woman is the neck, the body, and the strength of the church. And so it just kind of shows how she kind of puts herself second to him in his ministry, while kind of like a fool, through it all.
Yeah.
And people coming after her. One woman went after, you are sick, you put up with that man, and they're all believing the rumors or whatever. And so it's good, but the ending kind of leaves you hanging.
Oh, interesting.
It doesn't give any kind of resolve of what happens. It just shows her looking at the camera, and ends.
Yeah.
And so you kind of it come up in your mind how you think what you think she's gonna do. Is she gonna stay in her marriage? Is she gonna move on? But you really just don't know. But I thought that was good too. Let me see what my Facebook friend said.
Did you like that type of ending, or do you like a resolution?
I didn't like the ending. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love the ending.
Mhm.
I put another really good movie, and this one said, someone said, I'm not feeling the beginning, but then I wasn't feeling the beginning, but then it got good, which I agree. The ending was kind of slow. It's kind of like, where are we going here?
Yeah.
But it was good. Unfortunately, the ending had me feeling like I wasted 2 hours of my time.
Mm.
Someone said, I'm still confused about the ending. Someone said, where did you watch it? Okay, Netflix. Peacock. I'm sorry, that was on Peacock, not Netflix.
Okay.
Someone said, I love this. Regina's a consummate actress. Someone said, I didn't like it. Someone said, I wouldn't say it was really good, but it was quite entertaining. Same thing.
Okay.
But I thought that was probably a better movie, but it was good. I like both of them. But I wasn't like, oh, why'd I watch this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's those mockumentary styles are pretty cool to watch too, because you do get the
At first, that was annoying me. That was annoying me at first.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say they're filming a documentary, and this is a way to help promote the new church.
Yeah.
And there's actually scene where they have a sign there getting people to honk for Jesus because they determined they need to switch their opening date because the competing church is doing it on Easter Sunday when they were going to do it. And so he thinks we need to push it up. And she's like, there's not enough time. And so they have signs honking for Jesus, asking people to honk for Jesus to drive by. But it was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining. So
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, it was on my radar. I don't have Peacock. I guess I should download it eventually. But
I thought I had let it go too, but because I downloaded it for Bel Air, but I
Mhm.
still that's why I was able to watch it.
Nice.
So Big Brother is getting down to the final 5 people.
Oh wow.
There was a interesting thing that happened. So, they've done a great job of diversifying the cast, in recent years. And so there's just one guy on there. He was in a show. He's the only showmans they had. Him and this girl, but he's a young guy, kind of quirky, but people seem to like him, you know what I mean? And so in his mind, he starts thinking that the same thing that happened in the cookout is happening in this season, where all the minorities are working with each other, and that's not at all what happened. And so he told one of his white castmates that, and she said, think that's the case. And she said, I wouldn't assume that, you know what I mean? And she said, you might not want to do that. And so he moves on with it. He brings it up several times. I'm thinking, why is he so obsessed with the cookout? That's all I was wondering, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it comes out, they have this big team meeting, like casting meeting, where they discuss it. And he admits that he grew up very sheltered and he probably has blind spots that he didn't know he had. But I really like the way that they were able to talk through it, like all of the cast talked through it. And he was dedicated to learning from that experience because we all have blind spots. But he was, and you could tell it was sincere. He even went to certain members in the home and like they had emotional cry conversations, you know what I mean? Some of my friends said they were crying watching it just because you could see it was really just his ignorance and not him being racist, And so he ended up, but here's the bad thing. So not only were they say, okay, well, he needs to go, you know what I mean? The girl he was dating broke up with him. I guess she said she didn't want none of that.
Wow.
She broke up, but she said it was because she didn't really feel like he had hit her back in the game. But no, I think she didn't want that pressure on her.
No, exactly.
But it's getting really good. So, but this is another thing that got me. So there was this guy on there, and he's openly gay, and he wins all the competitions. Tall nerd, you wouldn't think he wins everything. And so he is best friends with this girl in the house. They've been best friends since day one. And they end up doing a double eviction, which when that happens, you typically don't know what's going to happen that week. So you have to strategize within seconds to determine how you're going to move forward, whoever has the power.
Yeah.
They decided to take a shot at him because he wins everything. And so there's this other guy in the house who I didn't even know this, but he's bisexual. he has a girlfriend back home, and he was bisexual. They had a whole conversation about it. And so I didn't like this. So when they decided that they were going to take a shot at, his name's Michael, and they told him up front because they respect his game so good, and they respect him as a person. He went off. And then he blamed the other guy, the bisexual guy, said, as a member of the LGBTQ community, I would have never voted you out. And then he dogged his friend.
Wow.
And so he really went from someone who was very likable.
Yeah, you saw his true side.
Oh my gosh. And so I think that his reputation that really messed it up, because everybody liked him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's getting really good. It's down to the last 5. So I'll be curious to see. I guess the finale should be next week sometime, whatever, but it's really good.
Wow, it's really coming down to the wire.
This is probably one of this last season was great for me with the Cookout, and this one is even good too, because it is such a diverse cast, and even the final 5 is diverse, you know.
Oh, nice.
So and even typically on this show, the older castmate is the one who's always gone first.
Yeah.
And he just went to jury like last week. He's been in the game the whole time. So it was good just seeing it not being the same old same. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's still hope for us old people then.
I'm not old. But but that, and then the last thing I want to talk about is the Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah. I think
on, Hulu. Really good. Really good. It's got
okay.
I saw 2 episodes this last week, so it's really good. That guy, he has done a great job playing Mike Tyson, and the guy who plays, what's the guy with the hair?
Oh, I haven't seen the show
Don
yet.
King.
Oh, Don King. Okay.
He does a good job too. He plays.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Anything coming down the pipeline for you?
Not too much, really. It's Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, and Game of Thrones, House of Dragon season. So the fantasy shows are on full force. So probably just catching up on those.
Yeah, all the shows are coming back out now, which is great. You know, getting into the fall. So
yeah, I saw a trailer for season 2 of Abbott Elementary, so that's gonna be great.
I think I saw Cheryl Rout, the older teacher, on there. I think she won an Emmy tonight. You know, the Emmys tonight.
Yeah. Awesome.
Her thing. So congratulations to her.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right. Well, as always, thank you for letting us know what to spend our time and our money on, and have a great week.
All right. Thanks, you too.
All right. Right back after this.